When You Reach Me by Rebecca Stead. Hi, my name is Miranda. I am 12 years old, living with my mother in New York City. My mom was on the road to becoming a lawyer before she had me. She was then forced to drop out of law school and now works as a lawyer's assistant while I go to school as a 6th grader. With my mom's low income, we live in a small apartment as my mom dreams of a brighter future. She has always hoped to one day be on the game show, The $20,000 Pyramid. She sent in numerous applications to see if she could qualify. Eventually, her dream came true and she was accepted onto the show. As my mom and her boyfriend Richard prepare for the show coming up in a few months, I spend my time with my best friend Sal. He lives in the apartment below me. Unfortunately, one day as Sal and I walked back to my apartment, a neighborhood kid named Marcus punched Sal, and from that day on, Sal seemed to fade away from our relationship. He began to ignore me completely. As our friendship ended, I gained 2 new friends, Anna Marie and Colin. I also developed a weird but interesting relationship with Marcus. He wasn't so bad after all. It may sound strange, but whenever I'm with Marcus, we talked about time travel together. He can go on and on about the topic. Anne Marie, Colin, and I began to hang out often, and we all got jobs together at Jimmy's Sandwich Shop. One day, as I came home from school, I noticed that our apartment door was unlocked, which never happens, and our hidden key was missing. My mom got home a little later, and we searched the apartment to find that nothing was missing. All that was different was a note that someone left. It read, "This is hard. Harder than I expected, even with your help, but I have been practicing and my preparations go well. I'm coming to save your friend's life, and my own. I ask you 2 favors. First, you must write me a letter. Second, please remember to mention the location of your house key. The trip is a difficult one. I will not be myself when I reach you." Surprised by the note, my mom and I were very cautious about everything, later finding that Richard's shoes were missing. Following the initial letter, I began to receive many more letters, 3 more to be exact. The second letter was one that really scared me. This anonymous character asked that I not share these letters with anyone else. Following the second letter, I knew I was now alone. I couldn't share these letters with anyone. As life continued, I received another letter. This one had 3 very odd statements. The letter read, 3 p.m. today, Colin's knapsack. Christmas Day, tests are well. April 27th, Studio TV 15. As I read these odd clues, I was immediately confused. I had no idea what any of this meant. Eventually, these clues became more and more relevant. With the last note, the whole puzzle was put together. I stood on the sidewalk after school and watched as Marcus chased Sal. As Sal failed to pay attention, he ran to the middle of the road, where he was nearly hit by a car. I look back at that moment, I think, book. That's where I found my first note. Bag. I found the second note in Colin's bag. Pocket. I wore my winter jacket and I found the 3rd note in that pocket. Shoe. I found the last note in the shoe that was stolen from our apartment. Everything came together. The laughing man was the one writing all the notes. But how? How could he know everything that was going to happen to me? How did he know that Sal was going to run in front of the truck? How did he know that my mom's game show was going to be on April 27th in Studio TV 15?